Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a fun tutorial today where we are going to use products that we already have. So before we get into it, I just wanted to take a second to acknowledge the devastation in Southern California and just send a virtual hug to all those families that are impacted, the firefighters that are fighting on the front lines. I used to live in Southern California, as many of you know, very well aware where these areas are and just the devastation. You don't have to have lived in Southern California to be impacted by the images and to have some feelings for these people that have just lost everything. And it's not like they can rebuild right away. Can you imagine 10,000 homes needing to be built? So there's a limited number of contractors, obviously. It's just gonna take a long time to get back. So I wanted to figure out a way of how I can help in some small way. I know this is also an opportunity for scammers to come out in full force. So YouTube does have a very vetted, thorough process of accepting donations for different charities. So I have decided to add an opportunity to donate to the American Red Cross for those of you that are looking for a way to help in your own small way, but want to do so in a way that you feel very confident that the money or whatever you donate is going to get to these individuals that are impacted on with those fires. Down below there is a button that you can hit to donate to the American Red Cross. I have just seen their work for years and years. I've never seen a controversy around the American Red Cross. So that is the charity that I just selected to make it easier for you if you'd like to donate. So let's get into the makeup part of things today, just to clear our head and give us something to look at that's positive for 20 or 30 minutes that we can spend together. All right, first thing, grab your lipstick. I use this big bowl. I just keep it where, and I didn't realize how dirty it was till I had it on camera and there's lights everywhere. I use this big bowl. I put all my lipsticks in it and it sits right on my vanity. So as I'm getting ready, I can just reach in and grab it. There's a lot of different ways of how you can store your lipstick. This is just how I store mine. And today we are going to use our favorite lipstick color to also use as a cream blush. When it comes to using your lipstick as a blush, there are a few key rules that I want to go over with you so that you can get the best look and the best wear without causing some irritation to your skin. Typically, lipstick formulas are a little bit more oily because they are going on your lips and you need a little extra hydration. Now, we're not talking about lip oils, we're talking about lipsticks. Lip gloss, that makes a terrible blush, especially if they're sticky. So we're not talking about lip glosses. We're really talking about lipsticks. Because they are more oily in nature, if you already have oily skin, then you want to mix your lipstick with a mattifying primer, probably the same primer that you already use. If you don't do that, you might find that your lipstick blush is slipping a little bit, and worst case scenario, it might cause a little bit of acne if you're acne prone already because of those oils that are in lipstick. On the flip side of things, if your skin tends to be more dry, then you're gonna wanna mix your lipstick with some Vaseline or some Aquaphor and add just a little bit of moisture back into the lipstick. There's two really good reasons why you'd wanna use your lipstick as your blush. Number one, it's one product that you are using for multiple things. You just wanna change the formula a little bit going from your lips to your cheeks. The second reason to use your lipstick as a blush is because it gives you a very coordinated, pulled together look. Your lipstick is gonna be a little bit more of a strong color, where your lips will be a lighter version, a flush tone of that color that's on your lips. So it looks as though you put a really well thought out, pulled together look. We all know that cream blushes or cream products in general tend to look better on more mature skin. Powders can accentuate the texture in your skin, and as we become older, pores become more obvious, and therefore the powder on top of those pores can just make your skin look more uneven. So, and that's not for everyone. Everyone is a little bit different, but I have found in general that your texture tends to show more with powders. So what you want to do for this look is pick your favorite lipstick. And in terms of trends for 2025, I'm not real trendy, but we saw a lot of warm browns. We saw a lot of mattes. And in 2025, we're gonna see more cool lip colors, more of those pinks and peaches, and maybe not as much of that mocha brown that we saw in 2023, 2004. That being said, wear whatever you want, whatever makes you feel the most confident, because the number one rule for trends for 2025, whether it's fashion, home decor, or beauty, is about empowering your self-expression, whatever that is for you that makes you feel the most confident. Now for me, I have a little bit more combination skin, or more normal skin on my cheeks. I'm not oily and I'm not dry through there. For me, I'm gonna use this Honey Haze. This is by Pat McGrath. You can use any lipstick that you have, and this is more of a matte lipstick. So you can use matte lipsticks as well. You don't have to worry about the finish of the lipstick when it comes to the blush. If you do use a matte lipstick and you want your blush to be a little bit different finish, more of a satin or natural finish, just add a little bit of highlighter on top and it will perk that matte finish right up. I'm gonna take this matte and I'm gonna put it right on the back of my hand. You can do this on a makeup palette if you want. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of Aquaphor. I just don't have Vaseline on hand. I use the Aquaphor instead. A little bit on my finger. I'm gonna rub it right on top of that lipstick, giving me a more flush look. And then I'm gonna grab my damp beauty sponge, pick that all up with my sponge, and go right on my cheeks. And I'm going to dab it ever so lightly and then blend it up. And that makes a really pretty blush. Now you can go back and add a few more layers if you want. See how that gives you just a nice kiss of color, a little bit of a flush. And I'm gonna put that blush right on the apples of my cheek and carry it right up into my temple, into my hairline. That is just a really pretty color that, quite frankly, this Honey Haze, I never thought about using as a blush before. And I love that finished look. One of the trends for 2025 is what they're calling bronzing. And it is a combination of your bronzer, but not having such a brown bronzer, and mixing it with blush. So using your blush bronze colors to add a little bit of a contour, but it's not a blush color and it's not a bronze color. Your bronzer is more of a light blush color, and something like this would be really perfect for it. The days of hard contouring, real sharp lines is out, which is wonderful for those of us with more mature skin. And it's more of a soft contour look that's in. And I'm gonna pick up a little bit more because I don't feel like this side is quite as bold. Yeah, there we go. It helps if where I put it on my sponge, I actually put my sponge to my cheek and not turn it so I'm missing my whole side of my face. But see how pretty? That's just a nice, soft, natural look. Then I can, is it blended nicely? I think so. You can also take a little bit of that and put it right across your nose to give more of that sun glared look. I like a little bit of rosiness right on the tip of my nose. It just gives less of a structure to the face. And then from there, I will just go and apply my lipstick. You can certainly go right on here. I'm just trying to be much more fancy. You don't have to. You can do whatever you want. And apply that lipstick right to my lips. And what's great about this, you guys, is you can get your favorite lipstick and easily turn it into a really pretty blush. And if you're like me, there's an endless supply of different blush colors, so there's no need to go buy any more blushes. Just turn your lipstick into blush. Now, when it comes to going the other way, where you're adding your blush as a lipstick, a few rules apply there as well, because typically the formulation for your blush might have an alcohol in it so that it dries down on your face. Not all of them do, some of them do. If that's the case, you just want to mix a little bit again of a clear lip gloss and or a little bit of Vaseline or Aquaphor with your blush, your liquid blush, and then apply it. You might have to apply it a few times to get the color payout that you're looking for, because anytime you mix a product with a Vaseline or even a primer, you're diluting the color a little bit. So you may just have to add a few extra layers of color, or just pick one of your blushes that's darker than the blush that you're putting on your cheeks. And oftentimes as women, we know we might get a blush and some of our blushes are just 1 or 2 shades darker than the blush we just bought. We have several blushes in the same tone. So if that's the case, just pick two that are very similar. Use the darker one for your lips and then use the lighter one for your cheeks, and you'll get a very similar, consistent, pulled together look. But I really love the idea of using lipstick as my cream and liquid blush because I like the way a cream and liquid blush look on my skin. I mean, that is just a really pretty, easy way to use products that you already have. And I heard from many of you that this year you are on a no purchase regiment. And I'm feeling you on that one. I feel like I got, as much as I tried to not get caught up in the just bombardment of ads coming through social media leading up to the holidays, I was even trying to pump the brakes, really just sorting through the ads, looking for anything that was really, truly new, innovative. Did it have some good skincare in it? Was it just stuff being thrown at you? And I just thought, you know what, until something really, really good comes out, I'm just gonna pump the brakes on stuff. Now, I do have products that are sent to me that I try, and if I find one that I think, oh my gosh, this is really a game changer, you guys, I will share it with you. And of course, we'll still do Friday face-offs, which one's coming up next Friday, where we will try some products up against other products that are maybe new on the market and have a lot of buzz around them. We'll see what happens there. There is a new finely milled powder on the market by Huda Beauty that's got a little bit of that lavender in it. You guys have probably seen it. I'm trying to get my hands on that because I want to put that in a Friday face-off against some of my favorite under eye powder to set concealer. So wish me luck. That might be next Friday face-off. We shall see. Well, that does it for me. Short and sweet today. I just wanted to give you an idea of how to use your lipsticks for blush. Just mixing it with, again, if you have oily skin, mix that lipstick with a little bit of mattifying primer. If you have dry skin, mix that lipstick with just a little bit of Vaseline or Aquaphor to make it a little bit more emollient. And then the finishing touch with either of these is when you add a little bit of powder underneath your eyes, just tap a little bit of powder right on top of that blush to get it to stay all day. And there you go. So I am gonna go finish my hair because it needs some help today. And then I will see you guys in just a couple days. Have a wonderful weekend and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.